welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us and for this very exciting topic, female leadership in gastronomy. And I promise that it's going to be a very exciting conversation because we have a great lineup of speakers here today. Let me call on stage Manal Al-Alam, Nina Metayer, and Mona Mosley. Please join us. Come on, ladies. Have a seat. And hopefully Munira joins us. Hopefully, yes. Thank you so much. And I hope Munira will join us. Hopefully she finds she's stuck somewhere. But if she joins us, there's a seat for her. Thank you, ladies. It's great to have you. I love it. Full female panel there. It's great. And we have more men in the crowd than women. It's good, yes. Where are the women? Come on, join us, stage one.
Yes,
right. Yes, you have hand mics there. I mean, it's great. I must say, it's great to see so many women in this industry. I mean, we were just having this conversation with Bocuse d'Or winners and other very brilliant chefs, Michelin stars chefs, and they're talking about how this industry can be very complex, very tough, and now we're seeing more and more women, which is great, and you're doing a brilliant job. Bravo for that.
But actually, behind all the great chefs in the world, around the world, all the men, the greatest inspiration behind them were their mother. So you were seeing women in the kitchen, but through men, right? That's why we have all these men.
Thank you. Well said. So I will probably start with you, Manal. So you've been a trailblazer in encouraging women involvement in the culinary industry. So was it something that you thought about it, inspired you to focus on really inspiring women through your work? It should work. It should work. No, still not? We'll take another one.
Okay,
Maybe.
Habibi, thank you. I'm full of responsibility. I'm worried about women in all the world, especially in Arab countries. They are suffering. They have difficulties. I'm just trying to support them by introducing a good recipe for them. Yes.
You are a star here, huh?
Yeah.
I've been seeing people around her all the time coming to see you.
And, I'm really happy that I did a little of changing their life by teaching how to cook. A lot of women, they open their careers, they have their own business from learning just a few recipes or a few techniques in the kitchen.
I love it. And I can see the flag of Mauritius. I love it. This is Mauritius. This is my home country. So thank you. Well done.
Yeah. Thank you.
And Nina, what to say? Nina, congratulations, by the way, of being named the world best pastry chef for 2024. And the dessert we had last night, thank you for that. It was one of the best cheesecakes I've ever had. Usually I don't eat dessert so late, but I did an exception. And it was brilliant. It was so worth it. Well done.
Thank you.
So the question really is, how have these recognitions, did it impact, your approach to what you're doing today, your craft, your business? Can you tell us a little bit more?
This recognition it was crazy because what I want in pastry, it's make good food for people to make them happy, very simple. And what I really want, more than cakes, it's bring happiness. But bring happiness since the ingredients, since the ground, until the people works with these ingredients and transform these ingredients, and they have to be happy to do it and to enjoy cooking. And then they need to share that with people who are going to enjoying more. And then it's sharing recipes and sharing the way how we see, how we make food, how we share food. Because I think food brings people together. They bring happiness. So for me, the most important, it's that. It's more than only just cakes. It's about the team, about the customers, about all the philosophy around food, cakes, and everything who bring that.
Fantastic, brilliant. Thank you so much for sharing. And Mona, and as one of Saudi's most recognized chefs, maybe can you share with us what has been the, some key milestones in your journey, in becoming this influential figure that in the industry here?
I guess 17 years ago, we didn't see lots of Saudi chefs, right? And it was a struggle at the beginning. But now today, with all the beautiful opportunities in the kingdom, no one have any struggle, right? So I believe that I've been the judge and the host for Top Chef for the past 8 years. And we're filming our 9th, inshallah, soon. So through Top Chef, we made a revolution, right? People didn't used to see chefs, professional chefs, as they see them today. Through Top Chef, we made the entire world see the talents in the Middle East, the talents in Africa. We made everyone know that we have what it takes to go globally, because food is culture, and we all share beautiful cultures, and we're just there under one roof to show it to the world. So I guess throughout these 9 years, we saw beautiful chefs having a great career in front of them. And I guess this is one of the key elements in my career.
I have some of my friends totally addicted to cooking, watching cooking on television. It's crazy, huh? People can spend hours watching.
Actually, TV cooking shows are the most watched. Like our cooking show on NBC, it's top-rated show. And we have like more than 200 million viewership a year, which is crazy. And this tells you that even if you don't know how to cook, you know how to eat.
You enjoy good food anyway, so yeah. And Manol, just to make a connection with what Mona was just saying, we're speaking about television, but on social media, I know that you have a strong presence and you've created a network of women across the Arab world.
Yes.
And this had an impact on their culinary careers. Can you tell us more?
When I started like just a housewife. I want to teach myself how to cook.
Housewife is already a tough job.
Yes. This is what. And then when I cook something and my guest or somebody, they like it, he said, okay, I will teach you. Teaching is not just talking about how to mix things. You have to give a good recipe, and I used to write it, And then I started doing my cooking classes, education, and then the TV shows. Then I started on YouTube, all this social media, all platforms, just to presenting recipes, because it's responsibility for me.
Yes.
Just to empower the women and teach them. Yeah.
Nina, you wanted to add something.
Yes, because I think food is a transmitter, and it's sharing recipes, but not only. It's the movement, how to, when you have to stop to cook, when you cannot write everything, you have to feel.
Yes.
And I think it's kind of the work you cannot learn only at school. You have to practice, you have to fail, you have to do it again, you have to share the technique, and we need people, we need to learn. I think the passion, it's people who give the passion to someone else. It's so nice work because we need to be together. We need to learn from someone, and we need to give to someone.
Right.
And,
this passion is great, obviously, because you don't do this job without passion. Yes?
I'm worried about only not just, we have a huge numbers of women who can cook and they can buy ingredients. This is fine. This makes me happy when I give them my recipes. But my concern, as I'm honored to be World Food Program, they selected me as the Goodwill Ambassador. So I'm not worried about only the women who can cook. Also the women who they don't have resources for food. I always visited them in the refugees camps. I cook with them. We talk about food. So this is really impressive, when they want to cook and they don't have food. Yeah.
That's great.
You.
Well done.
Yeah.
And maybe this is one of the questions I would like to ask you, because being a chef has been dominated by men for a long time. Now we're seeing wonderful women like you doing this job, which is brilliant. But what are the challenges today? Let's speak the truth. Are there still some challenges that you encountered today as a female chef? Whether, let's take in Saudi, are there...
I guess in Saudi we don't have any problems, right? We have our full rights.
Yes.
But I believe, look, from the way they're talking, from their eyes, from their glow, from everything that they're saying, it's a lot of passion. And women, by default, we have lots of passion. And if we love something, we just give it our all. Whatever they were mentioning, it's a lot of giving, right? And being a chef is knowing the technique of giving in life, because we actually let go of our celebration, of our days of vacation. We let go of everything to feed people, to see the smile on people's face.
Yes.
You know, so it is a career for women, but only strong, confident, disciplined women can do that. You know.
Manaf, this resonates?
Yes. For me, it's bigger, wider. Maybe Muna, she's only, like, it sound is okay. Muna is only just all her contacts with the young chefs. You know, they can do something. Me, bigger, you know, wider. I have seen...
Let's say more experience.
More experience with different levels of women. You know, when we visit the refugees camp, and I see how, first of all, how clean is their kitchen. And very limited resources. And we teach them how to cook, and how happy they are using very limited ingredients to create recipes. This gave me really more passion to work and give more and more.
Hopefully the sound gets better. Thank you, Manaf. And Nina, turning to you, maybe the same question. Did you have to face any challenges as a women chef? I mean, I know that you've already had like this significant journey before 30, which is quite young, and it was a rapid success, if I may say. What were the challenges as a woman chef, and how did you overcome them?
Kind of my dream, maybe it's because how maybe I will talk a little bit of my story, because how I became a pastry chef, and I opened my own business, and it's because some of chefs, female chefs, took care of me. When they couldn't go to an event or to do a work, they told me, Nina, you should do it. Don't leave someone else to do that, okay? We are not enough female in this
Being very
industry.
supportive.
So let's go and let's build this community. And I'm very thankful about that, because this woman, as Amandine Chéniaud, Beatrice Gonzalez, and so many French chefs, they build this community. We were only at the beginning 5 or 6, and then now we are more and more, and we add as well other works as sommelier, as waitress, and all the food industry. And now we take our space, and if we cannot go on TV show because we are busy, we call another woman to go in our place.
Yeah.
Because before there was just few places for women, but now we don't need to live like that. We need to take as much as we can, not only one.
Yeah.
So
This is
we
very
need
interesting.
to be together. We need to support together. Yeah.
I mean, being supportive and to also to inspire the next generations. Maybe, Mona, you...
Sorry, what was
No, maybe you can talk about yourself. I mean, you've been vital in promoting Saudi cuisine, and how do you see the evolution here on the global stage, and how can women actually contribute more in the transformation?
I'm so happy of what's happening, because all the new generation, they're full of energy, right? And nowadays, people are more sure of what they want to become, because they have the resources, they have the freedom, they have TikTok, you know? They have everything to show them what they want to become. So, but my only concern is, being a chef, wearing this jacket requires so much discipline, requires so much responsibilities, right? And then you will have to go through it step by step to reach there. You can't graduate from school and become a head chef. No, you have to go through it because only the small experience will show you the big deal. Only then you will understand how can you lead a kitchen. So I'm so happy of what's happening. I'm so happy of all the energies of what I'm seeing of the youth. But from my heart, I would say that everything in life should have a step by step.
Oh, fantastic. And Manol, you mentioned earlier about you being an ambassador of the World Food Programme, the United Nations. And this is something that is some kind of responsibility that you feel like you need to, adjust the way you are doing things and the way you address other women in the industry?
Of course, as I mentioned, it's not just giving recipes. I used to visit women in field for agriculture activities also in Jordan and different countries. We used to visit also housewives who are taking care of school feeding projects in Jordan. Sometimes they cook only small piece of bread, but I give some classes how to make it better, easy to present, because they are very small houses and they are working from house to support their families. We give them like a good story that she can really be strong to support her family because they have very big challenge there.
Brilliant.
And I always said it's not just wearing a chef, as Mona said. For women, education is very important. She will learn how to be a chef, but all the women and all over the world, I believe, they have some challenges. Being a woman, need really have to balance between her family and being a chef. Yeah.
Yeah, there's more pressure into how you
Yes.
manage, how you
Yes.
She's
navigate.
already a great chef at home, so.
I mean,
Yes, she is. She is at home.
and I must say,
Atika.
in all industry, being a woman when you have a career, it's always how do you manage both because you have this responsibility, this pressure on you. Nina,
Yeah, I think it's very important to have you as example because we need, I think young women need as much example as they can to say, okay, I want, they could do it. I love when I meet someone, I like to be impressionate about someone because I get inspired, and I think we
Yes,
need to
yeah.
get inspired.
We need
to take a
models,
little
right?
bit of the people we are impressed about
by, yeah.
to create our history with, to
You build your own path.
yes.
You build
Thank
your
you.
own path.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely. And one of the things you mentioned media, television media, and social media. Maybe Nina, you have correct me if I'm wrong. You have a decision to open 100% digital pastry, right? Yeah, and this is quite innovative. And what inspired you in this approach, and any key learnings from running a business like this?
Okay. At the beginning, it was 100% digital bakery. And why I opened that? It's because I wanted to make nice cake with nice people for nice people. Very easy. But I didn't have the resource to open a bakery or a pastry shop at the beginning because I wanted to be free. And I don't want to just make as much pastry as I can and hope that people is going to come to buy these pastries and put in the rubbish quite maybe half of what I done. And I couldn't choose if I want big, small. So I start to open as I feel with what I was comfortable with. And we opened the Délicatisserie 5 years ago now. I opened by myself and my husband helped me after his work. And
That's cute.
I get first one employed and we grow up and now we are 80.
Wow.
And we have
Bravo.
10 places in Paris. And yes, and now I have such a good team. Amy just here come to visit us, and she worked with us in Paris. And now I bring all my family with me. So they quit their jobs, they came to work with me. So we have family business and more because all our colleagues I start to being family as well.
Fantastic. Yeah, it's a beautiful story. I mean, how do you? I mean, all three of you. I think this is a question for all three of you. What are you putting in place, like initiatives or platforms where you support more women to go into this really high-level culinary field to encourage them that they too can make it, do it? Of course, in your different regions. So maybe.
Of course, of course. I really full support through my social media. I have like millions of followers on all the
what do they tell you? When they write to you, what do they tell you?
Yes. And recently, with actually TikTok, has given me this chance to understand my followers more and more. They write for me and they do their recipes.
And they don't write to you and say, "Yeah, I want to become a chef like you."
Yes, they do. Yes. I encourage them, of course. I give full support. And if I put like, oh my God, if I put only like, they have to capture and they have to put that Manal give me like, and they make me more proud, because they care about what I mentioned. If I put the like, and when I support them, they really appreciate, and I would like to support them. Come on. Some people said, Manal, like if you are a celebrity, you don't support. I said, no.
You can.
We are having the same passion. We are having the same success together. So I support from my heart.
Yes. This is what you were saying.
She was always an inspiration,
Yes,
from the days of she inspires my mom as well.
Yes.
But I want to pick up on what Chef Nina said. We actually all somehow inspire one another, right?
Yeah.
But we only inspire right when the right timing is there. But from the experience I had with all the chefs, the Saudis, the ladies, I've been so happy to see people from exhibition to exhibition, from them starting to have only a dream to now working. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I am not worried about women in total.
Right.
Because when we know what we want to do, we do it.
Yeah. Yes.
Right?
All right. I'm just reminding the audience that we will have a few minutes. If you have questions for our brilliant women here on stage, feel free. We have hand mics, so just raise your hands and ask your question. So we're looking forward to hearing from you. So we see the passion. We know that you mentioned it earlier, women being supportive and trying to push in the spotlight other women, which is great. This is what you were mentioning earlier on. So what advice would you give today to aspiring female entrepreneurs, pastry chefs who are looking to make a name for themselves?
But I want to add something. We're just talking about women. But what Chef Nina said about her husband helping her,
Yeah.
behind every strong man is a woman, and behind every strong
There's
woman is
always
a man.
someone, yes.
So let's just, put
Yeah.
this down.
It's
Yes,
very important.
Just to stay with the man.
And and we need to have a nice people around, and this is the most
Of
important,
course.
because we cannot do anything by ourselves. It's impossible, and if we have a good people around, we can go very far. And I think it's
Totally
important.
agree.
And there is something I really want to say as well, because it was something very hard for me when I decided to have my first baby. I was a chef of Café Pushkin and lots of responsibility, and I always think like I want to be a mother and I want to be a chef. And so when I get my first baby, I was so guilty about everything and shame about everything. Like when I was working, I was thinking that I will not be a good mother, and when I was at home, I was always thinking that I will not be a good professional. And even if everybody said you can't, and I was always saying I can, but it was so deep in me that everything I heard about years and years. And my husband helped me a lot at this time, and he said, Nina, look at you. You are making them right, because now you are not happy. You are not happy at work. You are not happy at home. So now stop and just be responsible and be happy. So stop, take a breath, and you are not going to be perfect every day. You can't be, but don't try to be perfect, but try to be happy.
Yes.
And after, every day, every minute, we need to get the balance. It's
Right.
never win, but it's everyday challenge, and it's okay.
Yeah. But it's tough. I think I mean, I'm also sitting here because I have my husband with my 2 kids in France. So
course, yes,
I'm
of
here
course.
also thanks to a partner who's supportive. So yes, we also.
And she was mentioning something very important of one of the criteria and the values that we share as humans to be in this industry as well is responsibility. And women in general, they do have the sense of responsibility. That's why we're moms, right?
Yes.
I am not one yet. Anyways, but but what she's saying was so right. Because the guilt of the responsibility was eating her, she was just thinking how to balance it, how to give it its all. Again, it will all go back to the science or the power of giving. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Yeah. The most question always people ask me, Manal, where do you go on your vacation? I said, I don't have vacation because all my life is with my family and with my work, with my hobby. I never be separated from them. Yeah.
But still, you're happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, this
You
is my
find a balance
vacation.
in
This
what's
is my
important to you.
happiest moment. Yes.
I would like to pick on one word. I don't know who said that. Was it maybe you, Nina? Perfection. When you're not in the industry, not being like a successful chef like you ladies are, we have this image of being at this level. For you, it's like a quest towards perfection, reaching the next level. I was having this conversation earlier with some Bocuse d'Or chef, and reaching, when you've reached some kind of level, it never stops. You need to go the extra mile, This is tough, right? How do you feel about that?
I think I don't pressure me too much, and I try to do my best and to have always to have like a challenge I want to get, and one by one.
One step
And
at a time.
And now I try the most important thing in my life. It's try to be happy every second, every minute, and this is quite
Enjoy
a challenge.
the moment.
Yes, because
Don't
even
think
if
about-
something happens,
yeah, enjoy the moment.
enjoy the moment and share that.
That resonates, Mona?
I am a perfectionist person, yani, as a human, but it drove me so crazy so many times in my life, and then I just let it go, because honestly speaking, God didn't create us to be perfection. I'm so sorry to say that. But we have our own faults. We're sometimes down, we're sometimes up, we sometimes have power, we sometimes don't.
Of course.
So this is life, We just have to give it our all. As long as we are just giving it our all and we're trying and pushing every day to make it happen, even though it's hard, this is perfect to me, But you can't just beat yourself up to just be perfect. No one is, and no one would ever be.
That's a brilliant way of putting it. Absolutely. A couple of minutes left. Any questions from the room for our lovely speakers? Raise your hands. We have microphone for... We have somebody, yes, over here. Thank you. Feel free to introduce yourself. Somebody? Here. Oh, we have one here. We had someone over there, I don't know, yeah? And here. The mic is coming. You can have some water if you want.
Thank you.
Thank you.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام.
السؤال حيتوجه بالعربي للشيف منال. بالنسبة للسوق السعودي حاليا بالمجال الأكل والطهي، شايفين الإقبال سواء من الدولة للحكومة السعودية أو من الشباب أو الصبايا السعوديين اللي حابين يصيروا شيفات بالمستقبل وحيخوضوا بهذا المجال. بدنا كلمة من الشيف منال للشباب السعودي اللي حابب يمشي بهذا المجال، مقتبسة من حياتك المهنية، كيف بدأتي وكيف وصلتي لهون. الجميع طبعا بدون استثناء مثل ما لنا شايفين خلال زيارتك للمملكة المتعددة إنه الكل متمسك بموضوع إنه أنت ملهمة. بقى هالإلهام هذا ما شاء الله تبارك الله كيف ممكن إنه يتوزع على الكل؟ كيف إنه الشباب السعودي اللي فايت بهالتجربة تبع الطبخ والطهي كيف ممكن إنه يوصل لجزء من اللي وصلتي له أنت بكل سهولة وبأسرع وقت؟
We will need some help with some translation, though.
Translate the. Yes. Shukran. Thank you for the question. He's asking how the new generation of Saudi youth they can do like what I did. No, of course, in a short way. Of course, keep your dream. And in Saudi Arabia, I want to mention that we have a huge culture. From each different place, they have their own cuisine, their own habits, their own, the way they present the food also, the way they cook the food. Saudi Arabia is a very, very rich country in culture. So please dig in. You travel everywhere in Saudi Arabia, and the facilities now is really very good. I would love, from my heart, to thank you, big thanks for the Saudi Arabia government. Please, very big thanks for the way they support the culture and tourism also during the inside the country. So please go ahead, discover your country. You will find a lot of inspiration, and keep learning. And bring Saudi Arabia to the world more and more from by presenting the Saudi cuisine. Yeah.
Mona, you wanted to?
No, I just want to add something that how many years you've been in the business? Your experience is how long?
Like a few months.
I love it. I love it.
Many years,
Like,
actually.
you can't. There is no way that you can do all her experience in a short time. It's the process. You have to go through that process.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Mona.
Thank you for the question. Any other questions here? So we have a couple of seconds, less than 1 minute, and maybe what would be your final words? I mean, on this too. I've heard lots of opportunities for women here. I finished in my head on a very positive note that there are more women out there being more supportive in this industry. What would be your one dream or one message in going in that direction going forward? All three of you, quick word.
I think my word would be at the moment, okay, the country is giving us a lot, right? For me, I feel responsibility of giving back, and if I do want to present this country, then I have to present it the best way possible within my field, within what I know how to do,
Absolutely.
within what I have experience, and within what I have passion. So it's all about giving.
Great.
Thank you, Mona. It's about giving and about receiving, about learning. Keep learning.
That's brilliant.
Yes.
And Nina, you have the final words.
Well,
The sweet words.
I think we have to try and to do things, even if we fail. We learn.
It's worth trying.
And we need to fail to involve. So that's life. We are going to fail many times. So we need to try. Yeah. Let's do what we want.
That's a beautiful way to end this discussion. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for this brilliant conversation. Mona.